As we age, it's easy to focus on our heart, our mind, and even our bones. But what if I told you there's one part of your body that quietly determines how independent, how mobile, and how vibrant your life can be? It's not your heart, it's not your mind, it's your legs. Think about it. Every single step you take, every stair you climb, every moment you spend standing tall, it all relies on the strength of your legs. Yet for many seniors, those very legs become weaker, stiffer, and more fragile over time. But here's the thing, weak legs aren't just an inconvenience. They are a warning sign, a sign that your foundation is cracking. And when that foundation cracks, your independence is the first thing to crumble. The good news, it doesn't have to be this way. Today, we're going to reveal the 6 most powerful nutrients that can keep your legs strong, steady, and ready for life's adventures. So grab a cup of tea, settle in, and get ready to discover how to keep your legs and your independence strong for years to come. 1. Introduction. Why strong legs matter. More than you think. When we think of aging gracefully, we often imagine a strong heart, a sharp mind, and maybe even smooth, wrinkle-free skin. But there's one element that often gets overlooked, despite being the very foundation of our independence: our legs. Every day, our legs carry us through life's moments, whether it's walking to the mailbox, chasing after grandkids, or simply standing up to make a cup of coffee. Yet as we age, those same legs that once supported us without question begin to show signs of wear, the quiet decline, sarcopenia, and joint degeneration. It starts subtly. Maybe you notice that climbing stairs feels a bit harder, or standing up from a chair takes just a little more effort. These small changes are often brushed off as just getting older, but they're actually early signs of sarcopenia, the age-related loss of muscle mass and strength. In fact, studies show that after the age of 50, we lose about 1% of our muscle mass every year. By the time we reach 70, that decline doubles. And it's not just the muscles. Our joints, the very hinges that allow our legs to bend and flex, begin to thin out. Cartilage wears down, joints stiffen, and even simple movements can become painful. The true cost of weak legs. Now you might be wondering, why does this matter? After all, a little weakness here and there seems normal, right? The truth is, weak legs are not just a minor inconvenience, they're a serious risk. Did you know that leg strength is one of the biggest predictors of how long you'll maintain your independence as you age? In fact, weak legs are the #1 cause of falls in seniors, a leading cause of injury and even fatality among older adults. A single fall can lead to months of recovery, loss of confidence, and in many cases, the end of living independently. A path forward, the right nutrients matter. But what if there was a way to change that? What if you could not only stop the decline, but actually reverse it? That's exactly what we're going to explore today. You see, the strength and stability of your legs are not purely determined by age. They are influenced profoundly by the nutrients you put into your body. The right nutrients can rebuild muscle. They can strengthen joints. They can even help prevent falls by improving your balance and stability. Real-life example. Take, for instance, the story of John, a 74-year-old retiree. For years, John struggled with weak knees and aching calves. A simple walk around the block left him winded and sore. But when he began incorporating the right nutrients, proteins, omega-3s, and collagen, his strength began to return. Within months, he was back to enjoying his morning walks, pain-free. What changed? Not just his exercise routine, but the very building blocks of his diet. Common mistakes to avoid. Ignoring. Early signs. Many people don't take action until the pain becomes unbearable. One-size-fits-all approach. Not all supplements are created equal. Quality matters. Skipping key nutrients. Many focus on calcium for bones, but forget about muscles and joints. Now that you understand the real cost of weak legs and the hidden impact they have on your independence, It's time to take action. In the next section, we'll reveal the very first nutrient that can transform your leg health. Protein. Not just any protein, but the kind that specifically targets muscle preservation and strength. Are you ready to rebuild the foundation of your independence? Let's dive in. 2. The power of protein. The building block of strong muscles. If you were asked to name the most important nutrient for keeping your legs strong as you age, what would you say? Calcium, vitamin D. While both are critical, the real powerhouse, the true building block of muscle and strength, is protein. Why protein matters more than you think. When we think of protein, most of us imagine athletes, bodybuilders, or young people hitting the gym. But the truth is, as we get older, protein becomes more important, not less. Starting at around age 50, we begin to lose muscle mass at a rate of about 1% per year. By the time we reach 70, that rate can double. This gradual loss of muscle is called sarcopenia, and it's a primary reason why seniors struggle with walking, climbing stairs, and even standing up from a chair. But here's the good news. This decline is not inevitable. With the right amount of protein, you can not only slow it down, but even reverse some of the damage. The science behind protein and muscle repair. Your muscles are constantly breaking down and rebuilding a process called muscle protein synthesis. But as we age, our bodies become less efficient at converting protein into muscle. This is known as anabolic resistance. Simply put, the older you get, the more protein you need to achieve the same muscle-building effect that came easily when you were younger. The key to overcoming this barrier: high-quality protein rich in an amino acid called leucine. This powerful amino acid acts like a biological switch, flipping on muscle-building pathways in your body. Leucine is most abundant in foods like eggs, packed with essential amino acids, and easy to digest, chicken and fish. Lean sources of protein that support muscle maintenance. Greek yogurt, high in protein and calcium for joint support. Studies suggest that seniors should aim for 1.2 to 1.5 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight, each day spread evenly across meals. For a 150-pound person, that's about 82 to 100 grams of protein daily. A real-life transformation. Let me tell you about Margaret, a 72-year-old grandmother from Ohio. For years, Margaret struggled to walk up the stairs in her own home. Her knees ached, her legs felt weak, and she found herself avoiding family events just to avoid the pain. But then something changed. Her daughter, a nutritionist, convinced her to try increasing her protein intake specifically at breakfast and lunch, not just dinner. Margaret started each morning with Greek yogurt, topped with a handful of almonds. At lunch, she added grilled chicken or salmon to her salad. Within just 3 months, Margaret could walk up her stairs without stopping. She even joined her grandchildren for their weekend park visits, something she hadn't done in years. Her secret: consistency. She didn't just eat more protein. She spread it evenly throughout her day, ensuring her muscles were always fueled and ready to rebuild. Common mistakes seniors make with protein. While protein is crucial, many seniors unknowingly make mistakes that sabotage their progress, saving protein for dinner. Only eating a large portion of protein at dinner won't fully benefit your muscles. Your body can only absorb so much at one time. Choosing low-quality protein. Not all protein is created. Equal processed meats or canned options are often low in leucine and high in sodium. Skipping breakfast or having only carbs. Many seniors skip breakfast or only eat toast or oatmeal. Without protein, you're starting the day at a disadvantage. Simple changes for stronger legs. The good news is that making changes isn't complicated. Here are some easy adjustments to integrate protein into every meal. Breakfast: Greek yogurt with berries and a sprinkle of flaxseed. Lunch: a hearty salad with grilled chicken or lentils for a plant-based option. Dinner: salmon or lean beef with a side of steamed vegetables. Snacks: a boiled egg, a handful of nuts, or a protein shake. And if appetite or chewing is an issue, consider protein shakes or powders that are easy to digest and packed with high-quality nutrients. A lesson worth remembering. It's tempting to think that protein is only for the young or the athletic, but the reality is, as you age, it's more important than ever. Protein is the foundation, the building block of your strength, your balance, and your independence. If you want to keep walking tall, climbing stairs, and living life on your own terms, it all starts with what's on your plate. Now that you understand the critical role protein plays in keeping your legs strong, it's time to look at another key player in the battle against muscle loss and joint pain. Omega-3, fatty acids. These powerful nutrients don't just reduce inflammation. They help your legs move with ease and comfort. Are you ready to discover how? Let's find out in the next section. 3 Omega-3, fatty acids. The secret to smooth, pain-free movement. If you've ever woken up to stiff knees or felt your ankles ache after just a short walk, you're not alone. Joint pain and stiffness are some of the most common complaints as we age. But what if I told you there's a simple, natural way to reduce that pain and even bring back some of that youthful flexibility? The answer lies in a little-known powerhouse. Omega-3 fatty acids. The role of omega-3s in joint health and inflammation. Inflammation is a silent enemy. It creeps into your joints, settles into your muscles, and before you know it, every step becomes a challenge. This is particularly true for seniors dealing with arthritis, swollen knees, or aching calves. That's where omega-3 fatty acids come in. These essential fats are well known for their anti-inflammatory properties. Unlike over-the-counter pain relievers that just mask the symptoms, omega-3s work at the cellular level to reduce inflammation altogether. Here's how it works. Omega-3s contain 2 primary components: EPA eicosapentaenoic acid and DHA docosahexaenoic acid. These fatty acids help produce signaling molecules called resolvins and protectins, which actively work to resolve inflammation. This not only reduces joint pain, but also enhances flexibility and mobility. When you think about it, it's like applying oil to a creaky door hinge. The more you nourish your joints with omega-3s, the smoother and quieter they move. Improving blood circulation. A hidden benefit. But the benefits of omega-3s don't stop at reducing inflammation. They also play a critical role in improving blood circulation, especially to your legs and feet. As we age, the tiny capillaries that deliver blood to these areas become less efficient. Poor circulation leads to cold feet and numbness, leg cramps during the night, slow healing of cuts or wounds. Omega-3s help by enhancing something called endothelial function, which is just a fancy way of saying it makes your blood vessels work better. They promote vasodilation, the widening of blood vessels, allowing blood to flow more freely and oxygen to reach the muscles and tissues that need it most. Imagine a highway without traffic jams. That's what omega-3s do for your blood flow, keeping it smooth, efficient, and consistent. Real-life transformation, a story of renewed strength. Let me tell you about Frank, a 68-year-old retiree who had been living with severe knee pain for years. He loved playing with his grandkids, but the discomfort in his knees made it nearly impossible. His doctor recommended omega-3 supplements combined with a few dietary changes, like adding salmon and flax seeds to his meals. At first, he was skeptical. How could a simple fish oil pill make any difference? But after just a few months, Frank began to notice something remarkable. His knees didn't ache as much when he got out of bed. He could walk longer distances without stopping. And for the first time in years, he ran around with his grandkids without wincing in pain. Frank's secret. He wasn't just reducing pain, he was healing from the inside out. Omega-3s didn't just mask the symptoms, they addressed the root cause, inflammation, common mistakes seniors make with omega-3s. Despite its benefits, many seniors make critical mistakes when it comes to omega-3 supplementation. Low-quality fish oil. Cheap brands often contain mercury or other contaminants. Always look for molecularly distilled products that are purified. Not taking it consistently. Omega-3s build up over time. Taking it only occasionally won't provide lasting benefits. Ignoring plant-based options. If you're vegetarian or allergic to fish, consider algal oil, which is derived from marine algae and provides both EPA and DHA. How much do you need? For optimal benefits, most studies recommend around 1,000 to 2,000 mg of combined EPA and DHA per day. The best sources include cold water fish, salmon, mackerel, sardines, and anchovies, flax seeds and chia seeds. Excellent for plant-based diets, algal oil. A powerful vegan alternative rich in both EPA and DHA. Incorporate it into your daily routine, perhaps with breakfast, and make it a habit. Your joints and your future self will thank you. A lesson worth remembering. It's tempting to turn to quick fixes and over-the-counter painkillers to mask the discomfort in your legs. But masking the pain isn't the same as solving the problem. Omega-3s don't just hide the symptoms, they actively repair the damage. They improve blood flow, reduce inflammation, and bring back the fluid movement you once enjoyed. The best time to start was yesterday. The next best time is today. Nourish your legs with the right fuel, and they will support you for years to come. Now that you know the power of omega-3s and how they can smooth out each step and ease the pain of everyday movement, it's time to look at another critical component of joint and muscle. Health collagen, while omega-3s focus on reducing inflammation. Collagen strengthens the very structures that keep you moving with confidence. Let's explore how you can rebuild the fabric of your legs from the inside out. For collagen, the glue that keeps you moving. When you think of movement, walking, bending, stretching, it's easy to picture muscles doing all the work. But there's an unsung hero beneath every stride. Every step and every jump collagen, it's the glue that holds your body together, providing structure and strength to your joints, tendons, and ligaments. Without it, movement would be stiff, painful, and fragile. And as we age, our bodies produce less of it, leading to weaker joints, stiffer knees, and achy ankles. But here's the good news: with the right nutrition and a bit of consistency, you can rebuild that structure, strengthen those joints, and regain the freedom to move without pain. The role of collagen in joint health. Collagen is the most abundant protein in your body, making up about 30% of your total protein content. Think of it as the scaffolding that supports your joints, the cushion that protects your knees, and the elasticity that keeps your ligaments flexible. But starting at around age 30, our collagen production begins to decline. By the time we reach our 60s, our bodies produce about half of the collagen we had in our youth. This isn't just a cosmetic problem, it's a mobility issue. Weaker tendons, less collagen means less support for your tendons, making them more prone to injury. Stiff joints, the soft cushion between your bones, begins to wear down, causing stiffness and discomfort. Decreased flexibility, stretching and bending become more challenging without that supportive structure. You might feel it when you kneel down to garden, when you get up from your favorite chair, or when you take the stairs. That creaking, cracking, and stiffness, it's the silent scream of collagen depletion, the science of collagen rebuilding. So how do we bring it back? It's not just about eating better, it's about eating smarter. Collagen supplements are made of hydrolyzed collagen peptides, which are broken down into smaller, easily digestible pieces. When consumed, these peptides travel through your bloodstream and stimulate fibroblasts, the cells responsible for producing collagen. But there's a secret ingredient that makes all the difference: vitamin C. Without vitamin C, your body struggles to synthesize new collagen. It's the spark that lights the fire. That's why adding citrus fruits, bell peppers, or a vitamin C supplement, alongside your collagen intake is so crucial. Real-life transformation. A story of resilience. Let me tell you about Helen, a 67-year-old grandmother from Colorado. For years, Helen loved her morning walks, but as time passed, those walks became shorter. Her knees began to ache. Her hips grew stiff, and climbing the stairs felt like a mountain. Her doctor suggested collagen supplements paired with vitamin C for maximum absorption. At first, she was skeptical. Could a powder mixed into her morning coffee really make a difference? But within just a few months, something remarkable happened. Her knees stopped creaking. She could bend down to pick up her grandkids without wincing. And most importantly, she was back to her morning walks, this time a little longer and with a lot more joy. Helen's secret wasn't just the supplement, it was the consistency. Day after day, she nourished her joints from the inside out. Common mistakes seniors make with collagen. Despite its benefits, many seniors unknowingly make mistakes that limit collagen's effectiveness. Taking collagen without vitamin C. Collagen synthesis requires vitamin C. Without it, those peptides can't rebuild tissue efficiently. Choosing low-quality supplements. Not all collagen is created equal. Look for hydrolyzed collagen peptides from reputable sources. Inconsistent use. Collagen needs time to build back the structure of your joints. Skipping days won't give you the benefits you're looking for. Focusing only on skin benefits. Many people take collagen for wrinkles, but forget that it's equally important for joint health. How to add collagen to your daily routine. Incorporating collagen into your diet doesn't have to be complicated. Here are some simple ways to make it a part of your everyday life. Morning coffee or tea. Add a scoop of hydrolyzed collagen, tasteless and easy to mix. Smoothies blend collagen with fruits and a handful of spinach for an anti-inflammatory boost. Soups and stews. Bone broth is rich in natural collagen and makes for a comforting meal. Evening routine. Try a warm cup of golden milk with collagen before bed to support joint repair overnight. A lesson worth remembering. It's easy to forget about the structure that holds us together until it starts to break down. But the reality is, collagen is not just about beauty. It's about mobility, stability, and freedom. When you nourish your body with the right building blocks, you give your legs the support they need to keep you moving. If there's one thing to take away from this, it's that you don't have to accept the pain and stiffness as just a part of getting older. You have the power to rebuild, to restore, and to reclaim your mobility. Now that we've fortified the very structure of your legs with collagen, it's time to look at how you can fuel those muscles for strength and endurance. In the next section, we'll explore creatine, a surprising ally in the fight against muscle loss and fatigue. Let's discover how this powerful nutrient can help you regain the energy and power of your younger years. 5. Creatine. Not just for bodybuilders. A hidden gem for seniors. When you hear the word creatine, what's the first thing that comes to mind? Most people picture bodybuilders lifting massive weights or athletes sprinting at top speed. But what if I told you that creatine isn't just for athletes? In fact, it's one of the most powerful tools available to help seniors regain muscle strength, improve balance, and maintain independence. The real truth about creatine. Creatine is a natural compound found in your muscles. It's essentially the fuel that powers your cells during short bursts of high-energy activity. Whether it's getting up from a chair, climbing a flight of stairs, or catching your balance, creatine plays a critical role in providing your muscles with the energy they need. But as we age, our natural stores of creatine begin to deplete. The result? Muscle fatigue sets in. Quicker leg strength starts to diminish. Balance and coordination become harder to maintain. For many seniors, this can lead to a vicious cycle. Weaker legs mean less movement, and less movement means even weaker legs. But the right supplementation can break this cycle. How creatine works to restore strength and stability. So how exactly does creatine help? It all comes down to something called ATP production. ATP, or adenosine triphosphate, is the primary energy carrier in your cells. When you perform any quick or powerful movement, like standing up, walking, or lifting something heavy, your body relies on ATP to power those muscles. Creatine helps your body replenish ATP faster, making sure your muscles have the energy they need to perform at their best. This is especially important for seniors because the body's natural ability to produce ATP slows down with age. By adding creatine to your diet, you essentially provide your muscles with a backup generator of energy, allowing you to move with confidence and strength. Real-life transformation. The story of Henry. Let me share a story about Henry, a 74-year-old retired carpenter. For years, Henry struggled with weak legs. His morning routine, once a breeze, became a challenge. Climbing stairs felt like scaling a mountain, and getting out of his favorite chair required a hand from his wife. But everything changed when his doctor suggested adding creatine to his daily routine. Within weeks, Henry began to notice subtle improvements. He stood up from his chair without hesitation. He walked around his neighborhood without stopping to catch his breath. For the first time in years, he felt stable and strong. Henry's secret wasn't just more exercise, it was giving his muscles the fuel they needed to thrive. He didn't just survive his day, he embraced it. Common mistakes seniors make with creatine. Despite its powerful benefits, many seniors make mistakes when it comes to creatine supplementation. Here are the top 3 not taking it consistently. Creatine needs to build up in your system. Taking it sporadically won't provide the benefits you need. Consistency is crucial. Ignoring hydration. Creatine pulls water into your muscles. If you're not drinking enough water, you may experience dehydration. Aim for at least 8 cups of water a day. Thinking it's only for athletes. This is one of the biggest misconceptions. Research shows that seniors benefit just as much, if not more, from creatine supplementation. How to add creatine to your daily routine. Incorporating creatine into your life is simple and straightforward. Choose the right type. Creatine monohydrate is the most researched and effective form. Daily dosage. Aim for 3 to 5 grams per day. Unlike bodybuilders, there's no need for loading phases. Just a small scoop daily will do. Timing. You can take it with water juice or even blend it into a smoothie. For optimal absorption, consider pairing it with a source of carbohydrates like a banana or a slice of whole grain toast. Stay hydrated. Because creatine draws water into your muscles, hydration is crucial to prevent cramps and dehydration. A lesson worth remembering. It's easy to dismiss creatine as something reserved for the young and the athletic. But the truth is, creatine is fuel for movement. It's the difference between hesitating to get out of your chair and doing it with confidence. It's the energy that powers each step, each climb, and each moment you choose to move. For seniors, movement is freedom. It's the ability to go where you want to live on your own terms and to embrace each day without fear. And with creatine, that freedom is within reach. Now that we've powered up your muscles with creatine, it's time to look at another crucial element in your journey to stronger, pain-free legs: glucosamine and chondroitin. These 2 joint protectors don't just reduce pain, they rebuild the very cartilage that cushions every step you take. Join me in the next section as we discover how to keep your joints strong, flexible, and ready for life's adventures. 6. Glucosamine and chondroitin, the joint protectors. If you've ever felt that sharp ache in your knees as you climb the stairs, or that stiffness in your hips when you get out of bed, you know just how crucial joint health is. For many seniors, joint pain becomes a daily companion, a reminder that the body's natural cushion, its cartilage, is wearing thin. But what if I told you there are two powerful nutrients that don't just mask the pain, but actually rebuild that cushion? Meet glucosamine and chondroitin, the unsung heroes of joint health. What are glucosamine and chondroitin? Glucosamine and chondroitin are natural compounds found in healthy cartilage, the flexible tissue that cushions your joints. As we age, the body's ability to produce these compounds diminishes, leading to thinner cartilage, less joint fluid, and more bone-on-bone grinding. That's where the pain comes from. Glucosamine acts as the building block for cartilage repair, stimulates the production of glycosaminoglycans, which are essential for joint elasticity and shock absorption, helps to maintain the thickness of the synovial fluid. The lubricant in your joints, chondroitin, works alongside glucosamine to retain water in the cartilage, keeping it hydrated and flexible. Inhibits the enzymes that break down cartilage, slowing the process of degeneration. Enhances the cushioning effect of your joints, reducing pain and stiffness. Together, these two compounds act as joint protectors, not only reducing pain but also rebuilding what time and wear have taken away. How they work to protect your joints. Unlike painkillers that simply block the sensation of pain, glucosamine and chondroitin work at the root level. Rebuilding cartilage, glucosamine provides the raw materials for new cartilage, while chondroitin protects it from breaking down, reducing inflammation. Both compounds reduce the inflammatory response in joints, easing swelling and discomfort. Enhancing joint lubrication. By boosting the production of synovial fluid, your joints glide more smoothly with less friction. It's like adding oil to a rusty hinge. Each movement becomes smoother, more fluid, and most importantly, less painful. Real-life transformation. The story of Margaret. Let me tell you about Margaret, a 73-year-old gardener. From Oregon, gardening was her passion, but as the years went by, bending down to tend to her roses became nearly impossible. Her knees were stiff, her hips ached, and even simple tasks felt like mountains to climb. Her daughter introduced her to glucosamine and chondroitin. At first, Margaret didn't believe that two simple supplements could make a difference, but she committed 2 capsules every morning with her breakfast. The change was not immediate, but it was undeniable. After about 4 weeks, the stiffness began to ease. By the 3rd month, she could kneel down without wincing. 6 months later, she was back in her garden, pruning, planting, and living her life on her own terms. Margaret's secret wasn't just the supplements, it was patience and consistency. She allowed her body the time it needed to rebuild, to heal, and to restore. Common mistakes seniors make with glucosamine and chondroitin. Despite their effectiveness, many seniors unknowingly make mistakes that limit the benefits of glucosamine and chondroitin. Not taking it long enough. These supplements are not painkillers. They are joint rebuilders. It takes time, typically 4 to 8 weeks, to notice real changes. Many give up too soon, choosing the wrong type. Glucosamine sulfate is proven to be more effective than glucosamine hydrochloride. Always read the label, skipping doses. Consistency is key. Missing doses disrupts the rebuilding process. Set a daily reminder if necessary. Not combining with anti-inflammatory foods. Foods rich in omega-3s and antioxidants like salmon and leafy greens enhance the anti-inflammatory effects of glucosamine and chondroitin. How to add glucosamine and chondroitin to your routine. Integrating these joint protectors into your daily life is simple. Supplement form: choose a high-quality supplement with both glucosamine sulfate and chondroitin. The typical dosage is 1,500 milligrams of glucosamine and 1,200 milligrams of chondroitin. Daily time of day: take with food to improve absorption and prevent stomach discomfort. Consistency is key. Make it a part of your breakfast routine to build the habit. Support with anti-inflammatory foods. Add a serving of salmon or a handful of walnuts to boost anti-inflammatory effects. A lesson worth remembering. It's easy to believe that joint pain is just part of getting older. But the truth is, your joints are more resilient than you think. With the right support, they can rebuild, strengthen, and keep you moving with confidence. Glucosamine and chondroitin don't just mask the pain. They restore the very cushion that protects your bones. It's not just about comfort, it's about reclaiming your ability to walk, garden, play with your grandchildren, and live life without fear of the next step. The best time to start was yesterday. The next best time is today. Now that we've fortified your joints with glucosamine and chondroitin, it's time to talk about nature's most powerful anti-inflammatory curcumin. In the next section, we'll discover how this natural compound can reduce swelling, relieve pain, and get you moving with ease. Join me as we explore the power of curcumin and how it can change the way you move. 7. Curcumin, nature's anti-inflammatory powerhouse. Imagine waking up in the morning, stretching your legs and feeling no pain, no stiffness in your knees, no aching in your ankles. Just smooth, comfortable movement. For many seniors, that kind of relief seems like a distant memory, but it doesn't have to be. There is a natural remedy that has been used for thousands of years in Ayurvedic and Chinese medicine, one that modern science is now proving to be just as powerful as prescription painkillers without the dangerous side effects. That remedy is curcumin, the active compound found in turmeric. What is curcumin? Curcumin is the bright yellow pigment that gives turmeric its golden color, but beyond its appearance, it's one of the most powerful anti-inflammatory agents found in nature. Unlike synthetic pain relievers that simply mask discomfort, curcumin targets the root of the problem, inflammation. When your joints ache, when your legs feel heavy and stiff, it's often because of chronic inflammation. Over time, this inflammation damages cartilage, irritates tissues, and leads to persistent pain. Curcumin steps in by inhibiting inflammatory pathways. Curcumin blocks molecules like NF-κB and COX-2, the same pathways targeted by anti-inflammatory drugs, reducing oxidative stress. As we age, oxidative damage increases, accelerating joint and muscle deterioration. Curcumin is a powerful antioxidant that neutralizes these harmful molecules, protecting cartilage and tissue. By reducing inflammation, curcumin helps to protect the cushioning in your joints, allowing for smoother, pain-free movement. The result: less stiffness, reduced swelling, and a smoother stride. Real-life transformation. The story of Elaine. Let me tell you about Elaine, a 70-year-old retired nurse who had been battling arthritis for over a decade. She had tried everything: painkillers, physical therapy, even injections. But the pain remained. A friend introduced her to curcumin supplements, combined with black pepper, extract piperine to boost absorption. Skeptical but hopeful, Elaine began taking it every morning with breakfast. 3 weeks later, she noticed she was waking up with less stiffness. She could walk to the mailbox without pausing. She could get out of her car without that familiar, sharp pain. And most importantly, she could once again enjoy her morning walks with her neighbor. Elaine's story isn't unique. Research shows that curcumin is just as effective as some prescription pain relievers in reducing arthritis pain, but without the harmful side effects. Common mistakes seniors make with curcumin. Even with all its benefits, many people don't get the full advantage of curcumin because of a few common mistakes. Taking it without piperine. Curcumin has low bioavailability, which means your body struggles to absorb it. Adding piperine found in black pepper can increase absorption by up to 2,000%. Inconsistent use. Curcumin is not a quick fix. It works best when taken consistently over time. Many people give up before its effects fully develop. Low-quality supplements. Not all curcumin supplements are created equal. Look for standardized extracts with at least 95% curcuminoids. Avoid products with fillers or artificial additives, ignoring anti-inflammatory diets. Curcumin is powerful, but pairing it with an anti-inflammatory diet rich in leafy greens, berries, and omega-3 fatty acids can dramatically improve its effectiveness. How to add curcumin to your daily routine. Curcumin is easy to incorporate into your everyday life. Supplements: the most effective form is curcumin extract with added piperine. Aim for 500 to 1,000 mg per day. Golden milk: a warm drink made with turmeric, black pepper, and milk, perfect for soothing joints before bedtime. Cooking: add turmeric to soups, stews, and even scrambled eggs. Pair it with a bit of black pepper for better absorption. Smoothies: blend a teaspoon of turmeric with ginger, spinach, and orange juice for an anti-inflammatory kick. A lesson worth remembering: it's easy to turn to over-the-counter medications for relief, but masking the pain isn't the same as healing the problem. Curcumin doesn't just silence the symptoms, it addresses the cause. It rebuilds, restores, and protects. Imagine walking down the street without thinking about your knees, standing up from your chair without the sharp sting of pain, or simply enjoying a morning walk without that familiar ache. That's what curcumin can offer, a return to the things you love without the limitations. The best part: it's natural, it's safe, and it's backed by thousands of years of use and modern scientific proof. Now that we've addressed inflammation with nature's most powerful anti-inflammatory, it's time to put it all together. The next section will show you how to combine everything you've learned into a daily routine for stronger legs. From breakfast to bedtime, you'll discover the best way to nourish your legs for long-lasting strength and pain-free movement. Get ready to transform your everyday routine into a pathway to stronger, healthier legs. 8 daily routine for stronger legs. Putting it all together, we've explored the 6 essential nutrients: protein, omega-3, fatty acids, collagen, creatine, glucosamine, and chondroitin, and curcumin. Each one plays a unique role in building muscle, reducing inflammation, and protecting your joints. But now it's time to take this knowledge and turn it into action, because knowing what to do is only half the journey. The real change happens when you make it part of your daily life. Today, I'm going to walk you through a step-by-step daily routine that seamlessly incorporates these nutrients into your meals and habits, making stronger legs not just a dream, but a reality. Morning routine: fueling your day with strength. The moment you wake up, your body is craving nourishment. After hours of rest, your muscles are ready for fuel and your joints need hydration. 1 warm lemon water with turmeric and black pepper. 2:30 a.m. Start your day with a warm glass of water, a slice of lemon, and half a teaspoon of turmeric with a pinch of black pepper. This simple drink hydrates your joints, flushes out toxins, and activates curcumin's anti-inflammatory properties. 2 high-protein breakfast, 7:00 a.m. Prepare a breakfast rich in lean protein and healthy fats. A great choice would be 2 eggs rich in protein and leucine, a slice of whole grain toast, a handful of spinach sautéed in olive oil, a small serving of Greek yogurt topped with berries and flax seeds. Why it works: protein kickstarts muscle. Protein synthesis: spinach adds anti-inflammatory benefits and flax seeds provide omega-3s, mid-morning boost, protecting your joints. 2:00 a.m. Instead of reaching for a sugary snack, opt for something that strengthens your joints. Collagen peptides in your tea or coffee. Add 1 scoop of hydrolyzed collagen to your favorite drink. It's tasteless, easy to blend, and fuels your joints with the building blocks they need to repair. Consider pairing it with a vitamin C-rich fruit like an orange or a handful of strawberries to boost collagen synthesis. Why it works: collagen repairs joint tissue while vitamin C ensures optimal absorption. Lunch: anti-inflammatory powerhouse. 12:30 p.m. When lunchtime rolls around, it's your chance to load up on anti-inflammatory foods. Salmon salad: a serving of grilled salmon rich in omega-3s, mixed greens, spinach, arugula, and kale. Chia seeds sprinkled on top. olive oil and balsamic vinegar for dressing, side dish, a small portion of quinoa or brown rice for added protein and fiber. Why it works? Omega-3s reduce inflammation in your joints, while the greens provide antioxidants to combat oxidative stress. Afternoon energy, boosting muscle power. PM. As the day goes on, many people feel their energy levels start to dip. Instead of a sugary pick-me-up, go for creatine shake. Blend 1 scoop of creatine monohydrate with water or your favorite smoothie. Consider adding a banana for potassium and a handful of berries for antioxidants. Why it works? Creatine replenishes ATP, giving your muscles the energy they need to stay strong and stable throughout the day. Dinner, joint restoration and recovery. 6:30 p.m. Dinner is your chance to replenish and repair. This is where glucosamine and chondroitin come into play. Hearty vegetable stew. Use bone broth as your base. It's rich in natural glucosamine and collagen. Add carrots, celery, onions, and spinach for vitamins and minerals. Include lean protein like chicken or beans for added muscle support. Supplement support. Take your glucosamine and chondroitin with dinner for optimal absorption. Why it works? Bone broth boosts joint health, while the supplements provide building blocks for cartilage repair. Evening wind down, recovery and relaxation. 8:30 p.m. The end of your day is just as important as the beginning. This is the time for your body to recover, repair, and prepare for another day of movement. Golden milk, nightcap. Warm up a cup of milk dairy or almond milk. Add half a teaspoon of turmeric, a pinch of black pepper, and a dash of honey. Stir well and enjoy it about 30 minutes before bed. Why it works? The curcumin in turmeric reduces inflammation, while the warm milk soothes your joints and prepares your body for restful sleep. A lesson worth remembering. Strong legs don't happen by accident. They are built day by day, meal by meal, habit by habit. The nutrients we talked about are powerful on their own, but when combined with consistency and intention, they can transform the way you move, the way you walk, and the way you live. Think of your legs as the foundation of your independence. Every step you take is an investment in your freedom, your mobility, and your life. When you nourish them correctly, you're not just walking, you're thriving. Now that you've learned how to nourish your legs daily, it's important to understand what might be holding you back. In the next section, we'll explore the common myths and mistakes that often sabotage progress. These are the barriers that might be standing between you and stronger legs, and it's time to break them down. Let's uncover the truth and set you on the path to pain-free movement. 9 common myths and mistakes. What holds you back? You've learned about the most powerful nutrients for stronger legs. You've seen how protein, omega-3s, collagen, creatine, glucosamine, chondroitin, and curcumin can transform the way you move and feel. But here's the thing. Not everyone sees these benefits. Why? Because there are common myths and mistakes that often get in the way. Misunderstandings and poor habits can rob you of the progress you deserve. Today, we're going to clear up the confusion and break down the barriers that might be holding you back from stronger, healthier legs. Myth 1. I'm too old to build muscle. One of the most common myths is the belief that once you reach a certain age, it's too late to build muscle. The truth is, while it might be harder, it's far from impossible. Studies have shown that seniors in their 70s and even 80s can still build significant muscle mass with the right nutrition and exercise. The reality. Muscle growth is driven by 2 main factors, protein intake and resistance exercise. Even light resistance bands or simple bodyweight exercises combined with sufficient protein can help rebuild muscle. The mistake. Many seniors avoid strength training, fearing injury, or believing it won't help. In reality, avoiding strength training leads to even greater muscle loss. The lesson. It's never too late to start. Your body is capable of adapting and strengthening at any age. You just need the right building blocks. Myth 2. I get enough nutrients from my food. Many people believe that if they eat a well-rounded diet, they don't need supplements. While a healthy diet is crucial, the reality is that modern food often lacks the nutrient density of the past. Soil depletion, long storage times, and food processing strip away vital vitamins and minerals. The reality. Most seniors are deficient in omega-3s, vitamin D, and collagen-producing amino acids. Even with a balanced diet, it's often not enough to restore what's been lost. The mistake. Relying solely on food without assessing gaps in nutrition. The lesson. Consider supplements as insurance for your health, not a replacement for good food, but a support system to fill the gaps. Myth 3. Pain is just a part of aging. It's so common to hear phrases like, "It's just old age," or "Everyone has joint pain at my age." While it's true that wear and tear happen over time, it's not true that pain is something you simply have to accept. The reality, chronic pain is often linked to inflammation and nutritional deficiencies. Omega-3s, curcumin, and glucosamine can dramatically reduce pain when taken consistently. The mistake masking. Pain with over-the-counter medications instead of addressing the root cause. The lesson. Pain is a signal, not a life sentence. When you listen to your body and give it the right nutrients, healing is possible. Myth 4. Skipping days won't matter. Consistency is the foundation of progress. Yet many people believe that missing a day or two won't affect their results. The truth is, building stronger legs is not just about what you do, it's about what you do every day. The reality. Your body needs continuous support to build muscle, repair joints, and reduce inflammation. Sporadic use of supplements and irregular exercise routines are simply not enough. The mistake. Treating supplements and exercise as occasional habits rather than daily commitments. The lesson. Think of it like brushing your teeth. You wouldn't skip that for a few days and expect clean teeth. The same goes for your muscles and joints. Myth 5. All supplements are the same. Walk down any pharmacy aisle and you'll see rows of supplements all claiming to be the best, but not all are created equal. The quality sourcing and bioavailability of ingredients matter a lot. The reality, low-quality supplements often contain fillers, low absorption rates, and even contaminants. Look for third-party tested products, hydrolyzed forms of collagen and omega-3s that are molecularly distilled for purity. The mistake. Choosing the cheapest option without researching the brand or its sourcing. The lesson. Think of supplements as an investment in your health. Quality matters more than quantity. Myth 6. Exercise is too dangerous at my age. For many seniors, the fear of falling or injuring themselves keeps them from exercising, but avoiding movement can be even more dangerous. Inactivity accelerates muscle loss, decreases flexibility, and weakens balance. The reality, with proper guidance, low-impact exercises like swimming, tai chi, and resistance bands can actually protect your joints and improve balance. The mistake. Avoiding all forms of exercise for fear of injury. The lesson. Movement is medicine. Start small, but start today. Breaking down the barriers. The truth is, the biggest obstacles to stronger legs are not age, not genetics, and not past injuries. The biggest obstacles are misconceptions and inaction. By understanding the truth behind these myths and committing to daily habits, you can rebuild strength, improve balance, and move with confidence. A lesson worth remembering. The journey to stronger legs isn't always easy, but it is absolutely possible. It begins with the right knowledge, the right nutrients, and the right habits. Every myth you break, every habit you change, is one step closer to the life you want to live. Pain-free, mobile, and independent. Now that we've cleared up the myths and identified the common mistakes, it's time to take action. In the next section, we'll bring it all together in a powerful summary and a call to action. You've come this far now. It's time to make it real. Join me in the final chapter where we outline your path forward to stronger legs and a stronger life. 10 final takeaways and a call to action. Take charge of your leg health today. You've made it to the final step in our journey towards stronger, healthier legs. We've uncovered the 6 key nutrients that can transform the way you move, the way you feel, and even the way you live. But knowing this information is just the beginning. Because the truth is, knowledge without action changes nothing. What you've learned. Let's take a moment to reflect on what we've covered. Protein, the building block that preserves muscle and fights against sarcopenia. Omega-3 fatty acids, the anti-inflammatory powerhouse that soothes stiff joints and improves circulation. Collagen, the glue that holds your tendons, ligaments, and cartilage together, allowing for smooth, pain-free movement. Creatine, the hidden gem that powers your muscles, giving you strength and stability with every step. Glucosamine and chondroitin, the joint protectors that rebuild cartilage and cushion your knees. Curcumin, nature's anti-inflammatory that fights pain at its source, restoring mobility and comfort. These 6 nutrients are not just names on a label, they are pathways to independence. When you fuel your body with the right support, you regain what time and where have tried to take away. Putting it all together, your daily path to stronger legs. Imagine waking up in the morning and stretching your legs without wincing. Picture yourself standing up from your chair with ease, walking around your neighborhood, climbing stairs without stopping halfway. This is not just a vision, it's a choice. A choice to take action, a choice to prioritize your leg health, a choice to live stronger, not just longer. Here's how you can get started. 1. Start your morning. Right. Begin with a warm glass of water, turmeric and black pepper to activate curcumin. Eat a high-protein breakfast like Greek yogurt or scrambled eggs to fuel muscle repair. 2. Support your joints. Mid-morning, add a scoop of hydrolyzed collagen to your tea or coffee, paired with a vitamin C-rich fruit. 3. Build strength during lunch. Enjoy a salad with omega-3 rich salmon, dark leafy greens, and a sprinkle of chia seeds. 4. Boost muscle. Power in the afternoon. Have a creatine shake with some berries to power up your energy reserves. 5. Restore and recover. During dinner, eat a hearty vegetable stew with bone broth for natural glucosamine and collagen. Take your glucosamine and chondroitin supplement with your meal. 6. End your day with recovery. A cup of golden milk before bed helps reduce inflammation and supports restful sleep. The power of consistency. The most important part of this journey is consistency. Your body rebuilds itself every single day, and the choices you make each morning, afternoon, and evening become the foundation for your strength. Think of it as planting seeds. Every time you choose protein over sugar, you're planting a seed for stronger muscles. Every time you choose omega-3s over processed snacks, you're planting a seed for smoother joints. Every time you take that evening walk instead of sitting on the couch, you're watering those seeds with movement. Before long, those seeds turn into stronger legs, easier movement, and a renewed sense of independence. A lesson worth remembering. Growing older is inevitable, but growing weaker is not. Your legs are the pillars of your independence. They carry you to see friends, play with your grandchildren, explore the world, and live on your own terms. You have the power to protect them, to nourish them, to rebuild them. Because stronger legs don't just give you mobility, they give you freedom. Call to action. Take the first step. Today. Now it's your turn. Take the first step towards stronger legs and a stronger life. Set up your morning routine. Prepare your supplements for the week. Make a commitment to walk just a little bit further each day. And if you found this journey helpful, share it with someone you care about. Because strong legs aren't just for you. They're for everyone you love, who deserves to live pain-free and independent. Your journey begins now. Take the first step and let your legs carry you forward.